there's not much point to this video. It's hot. It's hot. I was just bored as always. Hi guys, this is my face using mostly powdered products. So usually when you see YouTube tutorials, at least the ones that I do follow, they use some sort of liquid foundation after primer, and then they would then set it with powdered foundation. Taking through the long journey of my skin, I just cannot with liquid foundation. It has been a hate relationship. It's not even a love-hate relationship, it's just hate relationship through and through. Reason is I have combination skin, and it's now leading towards very oily, and with liquid foundation, no matter with liquid foundation, it just clumps. I have tried mattifying foundation, and it tends to be very wrinkly, very dry, very powdery on my skin after a few minutes. Even the highly rated ones, that's not high-end. I don't use high-end products. I'm more of the medium range and drugstore. But yeah, even those highly rated ones, I would tend to be more powdery. Now moving into satin and luminescence finish, it would just clump, especially on my nose. Product, no matter how good my primer is, product would just break on my nose and clump on my under eyes. It would gather. Even if I set it, powder, primer set, you name it, it would always clump. So if you want to see how I just do my day-to-day, everyday, time makeup, then please keep watching. Okay, so let's start off with a primer. I am using still a Korean or Asian brand. I believe this is Korean. It's Banila Co. Again, I use more of Asian products for the whole face, as Western products tend to break me out. As you can see, I still have marks, and well, aside from using liquid foundation, I found that Western products tend to break me out, and I found this out sooner actually. Ever since I was in high school, I used to perform for a cultural band, and we would put on makeup. But when I'm using any Western product, it would tend to break me out until I discover my very first love, which is the Cotton Fit from Etude House. It gave me coverage, but it didn't break me out the next morning. So that was like it was my favorite for like 6 years. After putting on primer, I would then go to concealer, and I've been using the L'Oreal Age Rewind concealer for the under eye, and I would just put an amount under my eye, conceal all the bags, the dark circles, the night of stress, and yeah. And once I have that for my under eye, I would then go to the Mineralizing Creamy Concealer from the Saem. Saem has a foundation, liquid foundation, that I am using that looks great when I first put it on, but again, since my skin tends to lean on oily, combination oily, it would clump throughout the day, and it's just not helping. And let me just get my beauty blender wet, and I'll be right back. Okay, So I'm back and ignore my fan. So yeah, let's just blend this in. So that's basically the concealer done. And now I'm moving into the powder foundation. The one that I've been recently using is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte 16-hour powder. And then I would just put that all over my face. And after I finish that, I would still try to set the under eye using Ellana, their powder. I don't really remember the name of this because it came in a little packet and the container comes separately, so I don't remember what the powder is called. But I will put an image of what that is and set the under eye. And what I would do is put that right until my nose, just to lighten that spot a bit, because I am going to contour my nose a bit, and this will help. I'll explain more later, but that is what I do to lighten the spot. Of course, the T-zone, where I basically put all those concealer too. And right over my mustache, because that's where I sweat a lot, so it would move the concealer. Also where I tend to sweat a lot, which is right here. Something that I learned on my own to try and set the areas where you actually sweat helps. Okay, so while that's baking, let's go for the eyebrows. And I'm using the Etude Waterproof Eyebrow Color in 01. And this was actually gifted to me by an office mate. But yeah, it was really nice of her because I've been saying over and over and over again how much I love her eyebrows. She let me play with makeup. Sometimes when workload isn't that bad, we would play with makeup, especially in the beginning, and I told her how much I loved her eyebrows, and she let me use this product and fell in love with it. But I was too lazy to get it on my own, especially because I have eyebrow products already and didn't really want to spend money on anything. So yeah, it was really nice of her to give this as a Christmas present for me. But anyway, since my eyebrows are filled, but they're really unruly, so I'm going to use Color My Brows from Etude House to put them in place. And that's one of our babies. One of the most unruly ones. It's like he knows I'm filming. Okay, moving on. One of the reasons why I love this is because I use it for everything. I am going to go into the lighter brown and just put that all over my lid using a very fluffy brush. Okay, So once that's all over the lid, using this very fluffy brush, I am going to move in the middle brown and just put it on the outer V. I'm going the under eye anyway. The reason I won't remove my bake yet, I really want it to set, but I'm just going to take that middle brown and line up. Oh no, I'm going to take the darkest brown, which I actually use for my eyebrows, and line the outer V of my waterline, outer waterline, and connect it to the top. It really helps with my eye shape. It really helps open it more. And I'm going to keep that bake under there. Reason is fallout powder can bring overcast to the face, and when I wipe that powder away, it wipes the overcast and gives you still that glow, that whitening, brightening effect for the under eyes. And it goes the same with the nose, but again, I'll do that later. Whatever's left on this brush, using that darkest shade, I am going to use to contour my nose, starting here, just to bring that bridge up, and right here, because I have a button nose, but it's bigger, it's wider, it's bigger than I want it to be. So let's just bring that a little closer. Let's bring the lines closer, and then there's the line. We'll just let it be there for a sec. Now I am going to do a tiny wing. I don't really like, for my, again, this is all personal preference, I don't really like a large wing for my eyes. I don't think it helps shape my face, shape my eyes. I think it makes it smaller. So we're just going to do a tiny baby wing. So now what we're going to do is use a big brush and blend the nose, like I'm flicking the bake towards my nose, and it would blend it. You can't see what I'm doing again. So again, just flicking the bake towards my nose, and it would help that blend. And again, the reason why I didn't remove the bake until now is to help with shadows. I am going to put mascara, and I am going to use the Etude House Lash Perm and put that on top. Just curl my eyes. I did my sister's makeup one time. She uploaded it in Facebook, so if I could link that, and if the post is public, then I'll make sure to put a link. I thought I closed my Facebook, but apparently it's still there. Anyway, let me just curl my eyelash. Okay. And use the lash perm. Oh shoot. Damn it. See, the powder caught the mascara, and once the mascara dries and I remove the bake, that mascara, that dried mascara, will be dragged along the bake, and that's why I didn't want to remove the bake yet. Let's just have the mascara dry before I remove the bake. And while we're doing that, let's move on to bronzing slash contour. I usually just do one step for both, as I don't know, I really like how my face is shaped. I guess it could be a little smaller, but I don't really aim for that high cheeks. I'm good. I like my face. So let's just do a little shadowing. And just on my trick. Now let me wipe off the bake. And now for blush, let me just look through my drawer here and find the blush palette that I'm looking for. I have to organize this. Maybe I'll vlog organizing my makeup as well, but again, it really depends on how bored I am. So I'm using Maybelline New York's New Master Blush by FaceStudio, and I am going to use the lightest pink. This is a highlighter, by the way. I'm using the lightest pink. So that's blush. And for lips, I am going to go with, this is from Etude House. The name is in Korean, but I can see PK27. It's red, but it has cool undertones, so it looks kind of pink. And I'm just going to put that on the middle of my lips. Smack it. Use my fingers to shred it. I am going to use, again, the Etude House Color Lip Balm and Cherry Sweet, and put that all over my lips. This is my everyday look, and this is usually where I stop and consider, do I want shining, shimmering, splendid on my face? So if I do decide on a shining, shimmering, splendid on my face, I would grab the Master Chrome from Maybelline in the metallic highlighter in Molten Rose Gold, and then I could use the Bling Bling eye stick from Etude House and put it right under the inner corner. I am going to use L'Oreal Infallible Pro Spray and Set to set it all in. And let it dry. So this is the final result. It's nothing spectacular as it is just an everyday makeup. The point of this video is I've been kind of, me learning new makeup has been conditioned into thinking that I have to use some sort of liquid foundation, but I feel like me using powder foundation is just for the best, and you know, they're not really forcing me to use liquid foundation. I mean, there's a lot of powder foundation out there, but seeing videos online, seeing tutorials, I thought that I really have to use liquid foundation when instead of just opting for powder. So yeah, and I thought making a video would ease that boredom, and I hope you watching this video help you ease that boredom as well. Bye.